Hey everyone, and welcome back to Woo Woo Wednesday, where I share my intuitive insight and weekly wisdom with you through the use of oracle cards. I'm Brittney Carmichael, the founder of Shine School and author and creator of the Shine from the Inside Oracle. And I empower women to break free of the fear that stops them from shining their light. And that's exactly what I feel called to bring up today, is the fear of stepping into this new chapter. We're all collectively at a transformative time where we're leaving behind an old version of ourselves, an old story, an old job, an old relationship. Something old is ending in our life, and we're being called to move forward and step into the new. And what I'm seeing is the resistance of fear that comes up. So today I want to gear our conversation and our card pull around the fears that come up that stop us from stepping into the new, from embracing that authentic next level version of ourselves, where the version that we are leaving behind no longer fits. It just feels like, that's not me anymore. It's like an outfit, right? When you walk into the closet, maybe the outfit, well, I'd say from 10 years ago, but that's not true because it's all coming back. I'm bringing the feathers back from like 10 years ago. So like you might walk into the outfit and let's say like 3 years ago, maybe that's not your vibe anymore and you wouldn't wear that outfit. The same is true with our personality, with our thoughts, our actions, our beliefs, our emotional intelligence and maturity. All of these have to be upgraded as well. And when we're operating out of old forms and habits and past, like patterns of the past, and it's gonna be really hard to find the foundation of the new. So that has been what's coming up this week, whether it be in my coaching clients or just, heck, driving to work. Or actually we were driving to the chiropractor this week, and twice we came upon these like roadblocks and barriers, and lights are flashing and it's going crazy. And Chris says really quick, hey, can you pull up the map and make sure there's not a better way to go? So I'm like, okay, hurry, gotta get it before we get to the thing. And I'm like, no, it says to just keep going straight. And then like not even 5 minutes later, the same thing happened again. He's like, oh gosh, like there's all this, are we gonna have to turn here? Are we gonna have to cut through the parking lot? I was like, no, just like pull up. And we ended up getting to go around and nothing really changed. And I said, wow, isn't that quite a metaphor for when we're coming up to life's obstacles, when we have a goal that we're pursuing and a little fear or roadblock comes up, it seems, little, but it seems so big, like, oh my gosh, this like flashy lights and all the things, I've got to change plans, abort, because what I'm finding is, as sensitive people who have gone through traumatic experiences, when anything starts to slightly look like a warning sign, we bolt. We're like, I'm out. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm backing up. I'm changing course. Like maybe this wasn't meant for me. How many of you right now are going through that, where you're coming up against little challenges and roadblocks and you're taking it as a sign that it's not meant for you? Yeah, I know there's definitely signs when it's like red flag warnings, but I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the fear that is falsely identifying itself as a roadblock to change paths or change course, so that you're not meant to be where you're meant to be. We ended up just cruising right through those roadblocks, through all the flashy lights, and nothing changed about our course. But the energy that we brought to that journey was, oh my gosh, do we need to change? Holy shit, is this wrong? And it made me realize that we panic when things are triggered like that, and we try to avoid an abort situation. No, thank you. So I'm calling out and talking to the people right now that are asking for more, that are changing, that are looking for something different, but they're stepping back in fear because it is different. It's a funny story we get ourselves into, right? So today's energy and intention behind the reading is all about breaking through the fears that seem like big roadblocks that say I'm not on the right path, but really they're just a test to see, are you willing to, you know, just put your head down and say, this is my mission, this is the direction I'm going, and nothing, no shiny light, no roadblock, no fear, no criticism, no feedback, none of that is gonna stop me from going to where I wanna go. So that's where we're coming at from today. Unicorn hair queen, what up, sis? Okay, so I'm gonna just say hello to everyone who's here live before we dive into these cards. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time, let me know in the comments, where are you watching from? And as we always do each week, tune in. Let's take a big deep breath in collectively together and just scan from the top of our head to the tips of our toes. How are we feeling right now? What's going on? Where are we at? Where's our energy? So breathing in together. and then letting it go, scanning from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Notice if you're holding on to any tension or tightness or stress. And with your next inhale, breathe in a beautiful white glowing light to fill up your aura, to fill up your entire body, and exhale out where you feel tension. Let it melt, let it send that energy down your body through the earth to release. First time here, coming from Napa, California. Naturally, Brittney. What up, Brittney? And you spell your name right too. I love it. Chris and I were just talking about Napa. We're like, you know why people live in Napa? Because the weather's freaking great all the time. We were complaining about how hot it is in Texas already. So we're like, we're moving this fall. So we're like, where are we going? And the criteria right now is it has to be like 70 degrees. Oh my gosh, my eyelashes are sticking together. It has to be like 75, like max. It cannot get hotter than that. Oh my, guys, when you have hair in your eye, whoo, hair in your eye. Did I say that right? Yep, my dyslexia gets me sometimes. And hello, first time from Luxembourg, Europe. Well, sparkle magic all the way across the globe. It's so cool. Jennifer says, yay, I made it to a live, currently in California. Oh my gosh, I love it. You are always all over the map, Tamlin. Okay, I'm pumped. Let's do this. If you are ready, go ahead and say I'm ready in the comments, or tag someone who you know would love this message. Man, I don't know if you guys are still feeling this Mercury retrograde. We've got 2 days left and then it goes direct. So my communication has been a little like blah, 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 tongue-tied on some of our podcasts that'll be going out this month. I'm like, retrograde, I'm sorry. It just came out how it came out. Hello, beautiful. Just made it in perfect time. Yes, you did. Okay, oh my gosh, so my Instagram was hacked. Like, let's dive in really quick. What's happening is I need to bring up the thing that's happening. I'm getting notification. My phone's blowing up right now. And it's someone who helped me to create graphics for the Shine School. Good Lord, I'm like, Shine, everything we do is Shine. For Shine School, I teamed up with someone to help me make a bunch of like covers, like highlights for my Instagram, because we know it was hacked and it was taken away. So I'm being really mindful about what am I bringing back to my Instagram? What is it that I want to showcase? And Shine School for me is like my bread and butter baby, like soul mission. Like it's all the things, like everything I've put all my soul and energy into. I mean, I love the retreats and the coaching, and I mean, that's where I get so much joy. But the thing that started this whole mission, you know, it's like that purpose or that why. It truly is Shine School, and it was the lessons of self-love and committing to those consistent self-care rituals that really inspired me to step out from behind the chair as a hairdresser and teach the healing tools and modalities of transformation that I was embodying in my own life and getting insane results. And my clients were like, what's happening to you? I cannot, I'm over this mascara, y'all. I would be like, can you guys see this? But okay. So why I stepped out from behind the chair was because I needed the help, the healing, the transformation that I was seeking out. And I gathered so much information that I started telling people about it. Like, well, I've been doing this, I've been eating plant-based, I've been meditating, I've been practicing yoga, I'm into crystals now, like the color purple, like the color purple. I freaking like just started sharing and sharing and sharing, and I shared from a place of enjoyment and passion. Like, this is changing my life, this is like gonna help. And as I started seeing transformation in other people's lives, and maybe you guys can relate where you're at on this transformative journey, not only in your personal life, but how you're evolving as a healer, as a light worker, as a service-based whatever, maybe as an entrepreneur. You're starting to see yourself shift into a new version of yourself. Like, wow, all the things that I'm learning, I'm now integrating, and this is leading me to have conversations about something different. And those conversations about no longer were about balayage and highlights and face framing money pieces. It was about, what are you passionate about? What is your biggest fear stopping you from being authentic? Why are you doubting yourself? And those questions led to very different conversations that then turned into the lessons that I teach in Shine School. So I share that because my phone was blowing up with all these new Shine School notifications, and it reminded me, like, going back to why are we doing what we're doing? That's a really important question you need to be asking yourself right now, because we're at June 1st. Hello, halfway through the year. Is it flying for you? Let me know. Like, flying for you, or like slow as a turtle pace, or where are you guys at? It is freaking flying right now for me. It started off really slow, and now it's like, zoom, let's go. So for me, it's about re-evaluating how far have we come for 6 months? What has changed? For For the last 6 months, I've been healing a broken hand and wrist and fingers and all kinds of stuff. Where have you been over the last 6 months? What are you most proud of? I want to hear you celebrate that in the comments below. So think about, reflect how far you've come. Jade says, it is flying. It is flying. So we need to assess, where are we at, and make sure we're in alignment with where we want to be going. Because maybe at the beginning of the year, when you set your intention for, this is going to be my goal for 2022, maybe you've reached that goal. Maybe you've surpassed it and you've hit a couple other goals, and now you're having to reassess, ooh, I almost lost some cards, where you want to be going. So take a moment to tune in. Have you been doing the work to get to your goals, or have you been fiddle farting around and distracting yourself? Self-sabotaging is another word for that. It's really important for you to assess and go, am I in alignment, and do I need to update my goals and where I'm going? Straight A's, hopefully I can keep it up. Jennifer, you are crushing it. She says it's flying. I didn't even start slow. It didn't even start slow. School has kept me so busy. Jennifer, for me, it started slow because I had a broken hand and I was broken, and it was really hard to do anything. So I was forced to slow down. Anyone else forced to slow down? Zoom, it's flying. My goal is harmony. Well, that goal can be evergreen, okay? We never have to let harmony go as a goal. That's a very beautiful one. So, beautiful conversation coming through about not letting those fears that seem big stop you from moving to that next level. All right, what do we need to know this week? I'm just gonna shuffle. Oh, hold on, I don't wanna see him. And my new job, I cannot wait to start June 20th. Oh, summer solstice time. I can see that slowing down always has a greater purpose. Oh, card just fell out. So, yep. So it's about slowing down so that we can assess. That's where we're at. The last tail end of retrograde, if you want to make the most of it, instead of being like, fucking technology. Because it's been a whip, man. Trying to deal with Amazon right now. Ooh, I love you, Sparkle Magic, all the good vibes, but like, holy smokes, trying to do things during retrograde definitely creates challenges and more resistance than normal. So this is a time to slow down and reassess. What have I learned over the last 3 weeks about myself? What have I released? Every time I start a retrograde period, I ask, what can I release that no longer positively serves me? And boy, oh boy, do I ever get surprised at what leaves my life. Hello, Leanne, all the way from the UK. Brittney says boundaries, and damn, it's hard. Yes, I can understand. It's hard not to have boundaries, in my opinion, because then we let people walk all over us. We do have to train, however, those that are used to benefiting from us not having boundaries on what it's gonna look like moving forward with a consequence. We always have to have a consequence with a boundary, okay? Boundaries without consequences. Somebody write this down and send it to me. Boundaries without consequences are imaginary lines in the sand that nobody will truly respect, because there's no, well, if you do this, then what will happen? Because, I mean, and you know it to be true. Think about toxic relationship cycles. Well, he did this shitty thing to me, but okay, I forgave him. He did this shitty thing to me, okay, but I forgave him. It's like over and over and over again, you repeat the same cycle, even though you know it's what's happening. You know what I mean? It's because you don't give a consequence, like, hey, you talk shit or you emotionally or physically abuse me, the next time that happens, I'm fucking out. You never commit to the consequence, so the boundary just keeps getting repeated. Do you guys understand where I'm at with this? So we have to have a consequence to what the boundary is. Hey, don't call me after 9, or we're not fucking talking. I really just don't like when people call, like in the morning, this is like old version of me. I was like, do not call me before 9 a.m. I'll lose my marbles. Actually, it was really like 11 a.m., but I was a little pissy if they called, you know? And that was a boundary, and I would answer the phone because for me, I had no consequence. Well, why wouldn't I just not answer the phone? Why do I allow for that to happen? So sometimes the consequences have to happen for you so that you keep yourself within that boundary that you're trying to protect. Okay, first live in ages. I've been so busy, hoping everyone as well, keeping the sparkle magic going through the chaos. That's all we can do. Life isn't gonna stop the ups and downs. It's just how we approach it and what energy we bring to it. Okay, here we go. First card for the week, you are perfectly beautiful. Love this card so much. This is a reminder that you are authentic and unique, and there is no comparison that needs to be had. The only thing that needs to happen if you see a reflection in someone that inspires you is just that, inspiration. Be inspired to make the changes within yourself that you are capable of doing, whether you know it or not, because I was gonna say, you know you're capable. I'm like, well, we pretend like we don't know. So whether you know it or not, you are capable of embodying. And actually, holy smokes, this is crazy. This is exactly what we're talking about this month. So it's the first of the month. We just dropped the next masterclass in the Elevated Life Club, where we teach, where we're teaching on prosperity and success. And one of the meditations that we're gonna be guiding you through is about embodying energy of people that you're inspired by, that are successful, that are living that life or dream that you imagine. And this is a huge piece of that, because and what that means, like, yeah, okay, we'll embody someone else's energy. How is that me being authentic? No, think about this. If you're inspired by someone else to do the things that you love, that are authentic for you, that inspiration from that outside source led to you showing up and being authentically courageous to do that for yourself, which then leads for the next person and the next person and the next person. So sometimes when we're learning to really use that skill or talent that we're trying to embody, that we see others doing so well, sometimes we feel like there's that comparison or the imposter syndrome. But ultimately, you have all of those. If you're feeling any kind of way about it, then that's meant for you, and there's something within you to develop and grow. And when we feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm comparing myself, it's because we're not giving ourselves permission to do it in our own unique, authentic way. And that's what makes us different. All of us teachers and healers and leaders are saying the same truth. It's love. It's love. Even religions, the baseline is love. Let's just kind of muddy around it, right? But love is the ultimate message, and it comes through our unique, authentic expressions. And that's why your voice matters. That's why we need you, because yeah, we need more people saying the same thing. Like, oh, well, they've already done it. It's already been done before. Someone's already created an oracle deck. Someone's already started a salon that was vegan. Someone's already done a coaching program. Someone's already created retreats. Like, we could use that excuse our whole life, but think about it. If there's already someone that's done it and someone that's done it and someone that's done it, and they're all successful, doesn't that mean there's room for all of us to have that prosperity and abundance? Prosperity truly comes from when you're in alignment with doing things that you love. And if you struggle with that, the Elevated Life Club is your place to be this month, because we are helping you to shift that mindset. And speaking of mindset, if you're a solopreneur in the beauty industry and you want to come hang out and shift your mindset in person with Chris and I, we'll be teaching the VIP morning session on mindset and what it takes to be the CEO of your business, and the mindset that it takes to run it, because we can, without the right mindset cheering us on, like, we can be our own worst enemy and create that self-sabotage. So if you're a beauty pro, you feel alone, you want to connect with other independent stylists in the beauty industry, whether you do nails or massage, barber, hair, this is for you. It's in Dallas. It's a 2-day event. It's put on by my girlfriend, Lindsay, of Independent Beauty Pros. Love her so very much, and so grateful and excited to be able to teach these tools and principles about success in person at this event. So if you can't join us, if you're not a beauty entrepreneur and you're not coming to Dallas, then I would recommend joining us in the club, because that's where you're gonna get even more magic on how to activate the CEO success mindset that it takes. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Any other questions? Very cool mini top today. Thank you. I was feeling my inner child come through and wanted to be playful. Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. Holy moly. Well, that's it right there. This is it. Like, Chris was driving. He says, I see a roadblock. And what did he do? Asked for help. Hey, Britt, can you pull up the map and see if there's another way to go? This is why I love coaching people, because it's that asking for help that gets you through the roadblock without totally self-sabotaging and going off course. This is why I love calling people on their fears when we work together, because I see them going off course because there's one little roadblock. But from my perspective, from the passenger seat, I'm like, everything's fine, just drive, you know? I don't have the pressure of driving that person's life in the day-to-day, like in the car seat. I'm literally sitting next to you going, hey, I see that you're doing this. You don't need to worry about that. Just turn left, like right here, and we'll get past it. That's the benefit of having a coach and asking for someone to help. So that's in one capacity, right? I only share that because that's what I do, and I know how to help and empower through that way. And people ask me for help all the time when it comes to shifting their mindset, growing their business, and, you know, all things. But what the other part of this asking for help is being willing to be vulnerable. That's really what this is being willing to say, I don't freaking know it all and I can't do this on my own. That is true power. And that gives the opportunity for other people to involve their sparkle magic, which the more the merrier, that we're all contributing to something great. This could also mean something as simple as asking for help for like, hey, can you pick up the kids today? I'm really busy, instead of just being like, oh, I'll do it. You're not gonna do it right anyway, I'll do it. Ask for help, delegate those small things. It could be from something as hiring a business coach to asking for your partner to like make dinner or asking Uber Eats to bring it. You know, whatever help it is that you need, have the courage and give yourself permission to ask it. Definitely no shame in asking for help. That's great, Leanne. That's on my altar still. Oh my gosh, how sweet is that? Okay, here we go. Last card. Are you guys loving this? Which one's resonating so far? Hello, awaken your authentic self and be true to you. That's it. You have this special, unique, I call sparkle magic, the secret sauce inside of you that no other being can bring to the table. You could literally say the same sentence as someone else, the same truth. It's all about love, you know. I can tell you the truth. Enlightenment is total saturation in love. I could give you the answer, but it won't matter. It has to come from the right place, the right time, from the right energy, and that's why we need multiple people saying it. We need multiple people. We need you to speak up. We need you to share your authentic truth and just have the courage to shine your light and be authentic. We don't need any more replicas. We don't need to compare ourselves anymore. We just need to collaborate and connect and go, hey man, I really love what you're doing. It's inspiring me. Can we do something together? Can we put our minds together? Because we can just grow faster that way. My card for the day that I pulled this morning, holy smokes, I love when those things align. That's been happening a lot lately. Okay, Mish, so good to see you. All right, what is resonating with you? You are perfectly beautiful. There's a clear message here today. Ask for help, it does not make you weak, and awaken your authentic self and be true to you. So you are perfectly beautiful, and awaken your authentic self is a clear message right now that you are being called to drop the masks, to let go of the self-doubt, to stop criticizing and judging yourself, and own that uniqueness, that sparkle magic, and shine your light out into the world. What does that mean? Follow the things that light you up. Bring joy to the conversation. Be the one that like brightens up the room when you walk in. And you do that by not being in your head and talking so much mad shit to yourself. It clogs up the energy, it puts a cloud around you, and people can feel that. So be the light by being kind to yourself. And if you need help doing that, ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. I mean, the message is clear. If you're struggling with falling in love with yourself and being confident in your own skin, that is something I would love to help you through. So whether it's through Shine School or coaching or retreats or whatever, I want to empower you to feel confident in owning who you authentically are. Bam. All right, I feel like that was such a beautiful message this week. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you know someone who would love this message, please tag them, share the video, whatever you gotta do to spread the good vibes. And I will catch you guys next week. This is gonna be so much fun. Oh, you guys, you are perfectly beautiful is what's resonating with Jennifer. I love that. You guys are so amazing. I am looking forward to seeing you guys in person at my next Goddess Gathering. It is on Tuesday, June 14th at Carmichael Grounds in Frisco, 7 p.m. It's a free event. Bring your friends. I haven't done it in a year, so I'm so excited to bring all these beautiful souls back together and make some magic. So thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. Let me know which card resonated with you, and I will catch you next week. Peace.